hidden deep in the woods? Mysterious creatures and cryptids have been spotted by the lucky or unlucky few. From new real-life encounters,
oh my gosh,
to other never-seen-before monsters, these unsettling beings have captured the attention of those brave enough to document them. Get ready for moments only caught because the camera was in the right place at the right time. A group of hikers had just set out when their path was suddenly blocked by something massive. The creature's shadow stretched across the road under the dim lights, and then came the roar, deep and primal, echoing through the air. This wasn't a myth or some tall tale. It was happening right in front of them, a giant creature shaking the ground with every step. Locals rushed out with flashlights, but the excitement quickly turned to fear as the realization sank in. They weren't just witnessing something from the past, they were trapped in it. Prehistoric moment. In 2017, a group of friends were just hanging out when one of them pulled out their phone and began filming something that would change their lives. A real-life T-Rex. The massive dinosaur casually walked across the fields just feet away from them, leaving the group frozen in disbelief. The video went viral almost immediately, with theories flying all over the place. Some said it was a failed government experiment. Others believed the T-Rex had claimed its next meal, the group itself. But then, the most bizarre part, the friends vanished without a trace. Massive creature. A group of friends out in the woods stumbled across something that made their skin crawl. Through the trees, unlike anything they'd seen before. It looked like something straight out of a fantasy movie. The creature was huge, and from the distance they kept, there was no way they were getting any closer. One of the friends started filming, but just seeing it from afar was enough to raise every hair on their bodies. Whatever it was, it definitely didn't belong in the woods. They weren't about to stick around and find out more. They had seen enough. Mokele Mbembe. A trail camera deep in the Congolese forest captured something massive one night. It was too big to ignore. Its sheer size and movement through the trees caught the attention of anyone who saw the footage. No one could quite figure out what it was, but some started whispering. It could be the Mokele Mbembe, the legendary creature from old African myths. The footage left everyone speechless, with more questions than answers about what could be lurking deep in the forest. Creepy creature. A group of friends was exploring the woods when they came across something that seemed straight out of a nightmare. Right in front of them, a creature slithered into view, its lower half moving like a giant snake, while its upper body was covered in thick fur, and its face was oddly human. The sight froze them in their tracks as they tried to make sense of what they were seeing, but the fear kicked in, and without a second thought, they backed away, leaving the creature hidden in the shadows. It was a sight they'd never forget. Deep serpent. While standing on the shore with his camera ready, a man captured something huge rising from the water. It wasn't some giant fish or a random piece of debris. It was alive. A long, serpent-like figure cut through the waves, its sleek movements reminding locals of the mythical long water dragon stories that have been told for generations in Vietnam. The way it moved seemed almost too surreal, too precise, and too alive to be anything else. Watching this unfold made me rethink the ancient tales of creatures hiding in the deep waters. Maybe they weren't just stories after all. Backyard dinosaur. Stepping into his own backyard, a man couldn't believe his eyes when he saw a massive creature standing just a few feet away. Its towering frame and thick limbs were unlike anything he had ever seen before. This was no ordinary animal. This was a dinosaur, a living, breathing giant that seemed completely out of place in the modern world. The creature's heavy steps were clumsy as it tried to navigate unfamiliar ground, its sheer size leaving the man in awe. It was as if a piece of history had slipped through time and landed in his own backyard. Pterosaur sightings. In Malaga, Spain, a security camera caught something that stopped everyone in their tracks. A strange flying creature appeared out of nowhere, landing near the camera before disappearing just as quickly. Its wings weren't like a bird's, but more like thin, stretched skin between long, bony fingers, almost exactly like a pterosaur. Once thought to have been wiped out millions of years ago, could these ancient creatures still be out there, defying everything we thought we knew about history? Raptor footage. In June 2022, an explorer's video went viral, showing what looked like two living velociraptors roaming an abandoned location. The creatures in the footage seemed shockingly real, sparking debates that had people questioning everything. Could scientists be secretly bringing dinosaurs back to life using recovered DNA? After all, if they can revive woolly mammoths, what's stopping them from bringing back raptors? What was once pure science fiction now seemed more like a real possibility. The video left everyone wondering, could this be the future of ancient creatures? Unmatched speed. In 2007, a group of camera operators was filming in the forest when something zipped past them at incredible speed. The footage spread across the internet, leaving viewers stunned. Many couldn't help but think it was a velociraptor. After all, what else could move that fast? These predators, known for their speed and sharp teeth, were built to reach up to 40 miles per hour. Was it a trick of the light, or did something from the past just make a surprising return? Real or illusion? Driving along a winding mountain road, a man noticed something strange and grabbed his camera to film. What he caught on tape looked like baby brachiosauruses wandering around, sparking excitement online. Was this real or just clever editing? After some investigation, experts revealed the truth. The video was reversed footage of lemurs running. It's a reminder not to believe everything you see on the internet, but stick around, because something just as bizarre shows up later in the footage. Security capture. A security camera set up to catch trespassers ended up capturing something far stranger. The footage revealed creatures creeping through the woods, long, lean bodies, sharp movements, and an unsettling awareness. They looked just like raptors. These creatures weren't aimlessly wandering, they were aware of something or someone nearby. Then one of them lunged at the camera, knocking it down. Have these prehistoric predators been hiding in the wild all along? What could they be waiting for? Fire-breathing beast. On August 9th, 2021, something straight out of legend ripped through a quiet Japanese mountain village. A massive fire-breathing creature tearing through the sky unleashed destruction and reduced an ancient temple to smoldering rubble. Witnesses were left frozen in shock as the creature vanished into the night, leaving behind scorched earth and a lingering sense of dread. This wasn't a tale from folklore, whatever it was. It made its presence known, leaving undeniable proof of something powerful and unexplainable. Feisty dinosaur. A deep, rumbling roar shattered the quiet of the zoo, instantly drawing a crowd. People rushed over, expecting to see a massive predator, but what they found was something much stranger. A tiny dinosaur pacing in an open-air cage. Despite its small size, it wasn't shy. With tiny arms flailing and sharp teeth flashing, it let out ear-piercing roars that vibrated the ground beneath it. For days, it fought to escape, refusing to settle down. In the end, the zoo staff had no choice but to set it free, letting the little dino return to the wild where it belonged. Redwood's Red.
It's okay, Dada!
On June 18, 2022, a family hiking through California's redwood forests stumbled upon something that seemed impossible. By a quiet stream, they saw a massive, armored creature drinking calmly. A real ankylosaurus. With its bony plates and clubbed tail, it looked like it had stepped out of a time machine. It blended into the ancient forest as if it had always been there. The family stood frozen, struggling to make sense of what they were witnessing.
It's Dada!
It was a moment they would never forget. Island Encounter. While exploring a remote island in the Atlantic, a man stumbled upon something no one could have prepared for. Strange noises echoed through the trees, prompting him to hide behind a rock. Then he saw it, a massive dinosaur strolling through the forest like it had never left. Stunned, he managed to capture the footage before the creature vanished into the woods. If dinosaurs are still out there, we might want to come up with a better plan than just hiding behind rocks the next time we cross paths with one. Unnatural beast. In an old, abandoned building, a creature was discovered that defied all logic. Its body resembled that of a bird, but its head, oh, that head, was a disturbing mix of human, monkey, and something far more alien. Sharp horns jutted from its skull, and strange, writhing tentacle-like appendages moved as if they had a mind of their own. This wasn't some bizarre animal. It felt out of place, like it shouldn't even exist. Whatever it was, one thing was certain: you wouldn't want to encounter it alone. Vanishing creature.
Binatang langka.
While walking through the woods, a man spotted something strange, a tiny creature clinging to a branch, its glowing eyes catching the light. It darted around like it was playing, but then, out of nowhere, it leapt off and vanished into thin air. He managed to capture the whole moment on video, and when he shared it, the internet went wild. Some people guessed it might be a lemur, but honestly, no one really knows what it was. All we know for sure is that it was one of those rare, wait, did that just happen moments. Element of surprise. A man on a peaceful night walk had one of the rarest encounters of all. A kiwi bird right in front of him, but it wasn't just sitting there. The bird started calling out urgently, like it was warning its hidden family. It was a rare sighting, and the kiwi wasn't just making noise, it was signaling danger. If you were there, you'd know this wasn't just any bird. This was a once-in-a-lifetime moment that most people only dream of. Dinosaur sighting. During a night shift, a security guard noticed something odd on the CCTV, a huge tail swaying near a cage. When he zoomed in, his jaw dropped. It looked like a dinosaur, pacing around like it belonged there. The footage was chilling. How could something so ancient even be kept in a cage? And if that wasn't enough, what else could be hiding out in those woods? The mystery behind that footage left everyone stunned and full of questions. Mammoth or mirage? A jaw-dropping video from Russia surfaced showing something massive stomping across a river. The creature had thick fur, towering legs, and a swaying trunk. It looked just like a woolly mammoth. It moved slowly but with raw power, almost as if a prehistoric giant had stepped out of the past. Some viewers thought it was a big animal crossing the water, while others swore this was proof that mammoths might still roam hidden corners of the earth. Could there be a population of these ancient beasts still living in remote areas? The mystery only gets more mind-boggling the more people look at the footage. Jungle myth. Deep in the Congo's thick jungle, rumors of a creature straight out of the past have been swirling for years. Locals talk about seeing something that looks suspiciously like a T-Rex, except it's smaller. The creature has become legend, with explorers fascinated by the idea of a real-life dinosaur still lurking in the dense brush. So when one brave explorer set up motion sensing cameras, what they captured shocked everyone. It wasn't a hoax, as per some, but I am not convinced. What about you? Prehistoric cargo.
Oh my gosh! What the?
On a quiet highway, a group of friends spotted something strange. Two massive heads poking out from a tightly secured truck. The creatures were huge, with scaly skin and intense eyes, looking like something out of a prehistoric era. The truck was so secure, it seemed like whatever was inside was being transported with utmost secrecy. Naturally, one of the friends grabbed their phone and filmed. The video spread like wildfire, sparking wild rumors that scientists might have somehow brought ancient creatures back to life. Trailer trash. Deep in the woods, a man stumbled upon a hidden trailer, and inside, to his shock, was a tiny dinosaur alive and well, casually munching on its food. This could be the revival of something ancient, or perhaps it was a well-executed hoax. The creature seemed too real to dismiss, but others suggest it was more likely a carefully crafted illusion or an undiscovered exotic pet. Either way, it left him and anyone who heard the story questioning the reality of what they had just witnessed. Vesper coon sighting. In Eastern Europe's thick forests, a hiker came across a strange creature standing on 2 feet, hidden among the bushes. It had a bat-like appearance, with the face of something out of a nightmare. Its glowing eyes pierced the darkness, and though it blended with the shadows, it was impossible to ignore. Locals had spoken of this creature for years, calling it the Vesper coon, but seeing it on video shocked everyone. Known for its deadly night hunts and a screech so chilling it could freeze you in place, this creature's eerie presence seemed all too real. Still, some skeptics believe it's nothing. Can't be real. In the Philippines, legends of the Sigbin, an eerie creature that resembles a hornless goat with human skin, has been passed down for generations. It's known for hiding in the shadows, only revealing itself under certain circumstances. Recently, an explorer stumbled upon something strange while investigating the ruins of an old jungle shed. His camera caught something moving in the dark that was undeniably similar to the Sigbin. It wasn't a lost animal or a common creature. It moved like it was trying to avoid being seen. Could it be the creature from the legends, or was it something else entirely, hiding in plain sight? Dogman sighting. While hiking solo, an adventurer was filming the beautiful scenery when something strange caught his eye. In the distance, standing on 2 legs, was a massive wolf-like creature, scanning its surroundings like it was unaware of the hiker's presence. For a moment, the creature stood still. Then, in the blink of an eye, it vanished into the trees. The hiker couldn't shake the thought that he'd just caught a glimpse of the legendary Dogman, a creature known to haunt remote areas. The video quickly gained attention, and it left everyone with chills. Strange encounter. A routine horseback ride took an unexpected turn when the group spotted a mysterious, furry figure moving through the trees. At first, it vanished quickly into the woods, but just moments later, it lunged at one of the riders. The group froze, shocked, as the creature's sudden appearance left them all wondering if they had just encountered a prehistoric beast. After reviewing the footage, they realized it wasn't some ancient monster, but a rare and misunderstood anteater. Its strange, almost dinosaur or reptilian appearance was enough to leave anyone stunned, but it was just a creature far out of its normal element. Real-life encounter. If trolls were once thought to be nothing more than fairy tales, this footage might just make you think twice. Captured on camera in the dead of night, a massive shadowy figure moved through the wilderness, covered in thick, dark hair and towering over everything around it. The creature walked with an eerie, deliberate pace. Its slow, heavy steps sent a chill through the air, reminding anyone watching that these beings, usually hidden deep in the wild, don't hesitate to show themselves when disturbed. This wasn't just a legend, it was an unsettling, real-life encounter. Nightjar return. In September 2022, something unexpected happened in Assam's Titabar region. A creature believed to be long extinct made a surprising appearance. The rare great-eared nightjar, a bird so elusive it's almost mythical, was spotted in the wild. With its strange, almost prehistoric appearance, it looked like a creature from another time. Local residents, in awe of the rare sight, quickly contacted the Assam Forest Department, who moved the bird to Kaziranga National Park, a sanctuary for endangered species. Thanks to swift action, this almost forgotten bird got a second chance in its natural habitat. Slender encounter. On a gloomy day, a strange figure drifted through an open field, caught on camera by someone who dared to film. With its head held low, it moved slowly and methodically, almost like it had endless time to spare. The creature was unnaturally tall, painfully thin. Its limbs stretched like long, wiry cables. Its body appeared unnervingly flat, and the sharp black suit it wore only added to the unease. It looked as though it had somewhere important to be. Unfazed by the emptiness around it, the creature continued forward, leaving only a chilling silence in its wake. Whoever filmed it stayed hidden, and wisely so. This was one encounter you wouldn't want to be noticed in. Shocking discovery. A strange video from Malta had people both curious and uneasy, showing a caged creature that looked like a bizarre mix between a pig and a lizard, something straight out of prehistoric times. Rumors started flying. Was this some ancient species being sold for meat? But it turned out to be a Lystrosaurus, a resilient little creature that survived past extinctions and volcanic eruptions. Now, instead of roaming wild landscapes, it was locked in a dimly lit room with other rare and mysterious creatures. What's going on here? Hopefully, the truth isn't as dark as it seems. Dinosaur encounter. A man in Italy was all set to film some wildlife when he spotted two small creatures creeping nearby. At first, he thought they were odd-looking birds, but a closer look revealed something much stranger. Young dinosaurs, Compsognathus to be exact. These little creatures weren't just curious, they were fixated on his camera. Before he could react, they grabbed it and sprinted off. He chased after them, eventually getting the camera back, but now he was left with one big question. How are dinosaurs still around? Night crawlers. At first, you'd think it was someone in a costume, but then things started to get weird. A security camera caught figures moving on just two legs, with no arms or heads, just legs. Some believe these creatures are Fresno night crawlers, mysterious beings that might be paranormal or even extraterrestrial, with rumors claiming they have hidden claws to hunt. The first sighting was reported in California back in 2007, with others popping up since. What exactly are these things? No one can say for sure. Chupacabra sighting. While wandering through the woods, a man stumbled upon a creature that seemed straight out of a nightmare. It had a hairless body, a long tail, skinny legs, pointed ears, and eerie, glowing red eyes. Some believe it's the infamous chupacabra, a beast that mixes features of a kangaroo and a coyote. The creature sniffed around, almost as if it knew it was being watched, whether real or not. Sightings like this fuel the legend, leaving people to wonder if there's more lurking in the darkness than we think. Beach unearthing. In May 2022, a strange video went viral showing tiny, fast-moving creatures racing along a beach. Their sleek bodies and quick reflexes had everyone doing a double take. Some claimed they were just coatis, small mammals from South and Central America. But let's be real, these creatures looked way too much like dinosaurs. The way they moved, almost like something out of Jurassic Park. If anything, this video proves that prehistoric creatures might still be lurking in places we least expect. Keep your eyes peeled. You never know what might be hiding out there. Mystery crawler. A man was gazing into the woods when something caught his eye. At first, it didn't move, and he couldn't even tell if it was real. But then, a flash of its eyes. There, in front of him, was a sloth completely covered in moss. It had blended so seamlessly with the forest, it almost looked unreal. When the video went viral, people couldn't decide if it was just the light playing tricks or something stranger. Whatever it was, it proved one thing: nature has its way of keeping us on our toes. Strange figure. On an almost empty road in Honduras, a motorist captured something chilling on camera: a figure crossing the road. It was human-sized, but it moved in a way that didn't feel quite right, sending an eerie feeling through the air. Some say it was a duende, a forest spirit known for its mischief. Myth or not, one thing was clear: some roads hide mysteries we may never fully understand. If you find yourself on a dark, quiet road, you might want to keep your eyes peeled. You never know what's lurking in the shadows. Trail capture. A researcher set up his camera deep in the heart of a dark forest, hoping to capture something rare. The air was still, and the only sound was the rustling of leaves in the wind. Then, something moved quickly. He turned just in time to spot glowing eyes staring straight at him. A sleek figure darted through the trees with shocking speed. Could it have been a velociraptor? Before he could even react, it vanished into the shadows. Was it a trick of the mind, or was there something far more ancient hiding in the darkness? Lost predator. A creature once thought lost to time might not be as gone as we thought. The last confirmed sighting was filmed in 1933 and colorized in 2021. Experts believe it vanished due to competition with dingoes, human expansion, and changing climates. However, in 2009, a new claim surfaced. Someone reported seeing it alive. Could this ancient predator still be lurking in the wild? While most believe it's gone for good, the possibility of its survival keeps the mystery alive. Maybe, just maybe, it hasn't disappeared entirely. United Mystery States.
Cameras have captured all sorts of things, but what is this? The Florida homeowner thinks it looks like a baby dinosaur, just like something out of Jurassic Park.
A Florida homeowner captured something strange on their security camera that had people buzzing. A creature dashed across the yard, leaving everyone in a frenzy of speculation. The homeowner swore it looked like a baby dinosaur. While it sounds unbelievable, Florida has been home to some shocking prehistoric discoveries. This can be a surviving Drypsiosaurus. Maybe some of these ancient creatures never fully vanished. They just learned to keep their distance. Tiny mystery. While strolling through the forest, a man felt something small brush against his foot. Curious, he followed it and found himself in a hidden clearing. There, he came face to face with a tiny creature, unlike anything he'd ever seen before. At first, it seemed scared, but as he stood still, it relaxed. He even reached out and touched its head. Was it lost, sick, or was it something more? It didn't flee. Instead, it stared, as if weighing whether he was friend or foe. Winged horse. One afternoon, a man led his horse outside, but something made everyone do a double take. It had wings. The footage went viral, sparking wild theories. Could it be a real-life Pegasus? Has this mythical creature come to life? People couldn't stop talking about it. But then, the owner revealed the truth. It was just a costume. Mystery solved, right? Not exactly. The idea of a winged horse stuck with people, and let's be real, if one did exist, would we even be ready to believe it? Spiky terror. If you're driving through Ireland at night, keep your eyes on the road. You never know what might cross your path. That's exactly what happened when drivers spotted something huge moving across the road. Triceratops. These giants, standing 30 feet long and weighing nearly 8 tons, weren't hard to miss. But despite their massive size, they weren't aggressive. They were peaceful plant eaters. Could dinosaurs still be out there, hidden from the world? This encounter sure keeps that mystery alive. And now, let us move on towards our subscribers' pick of the day.
Puta que pariu!
The legend of the Goat Man. Just a myth, right? Well, maybe not. A trail camera deep in the woods captured something that sent shivers down everyone's spine. At first glance, it appeared to be just a white goat strolling by. Nothing out of the ordinary. But then, things got strange. As it passed the camera, the creature lifted something that didn't belong. A hand. Not a hoof, but an actual hand with long, bony fingers. It almost seemed like the creature knew it was being watched. That fleeting moment sparked wild debates. Was it an albino creature, or was the infamous Goat Man real? Whatever it was, the footage remains an unsettling mystery. Did the camera catch something we were never meant to see? Let me know. And thanks for watching.
Puta que pariu!